Hello guys, we're back in Starbase and today we are going to be testing our first multi-crew ship. So I actually designed this for the next tournament, which is going to be happening soon. I know it's been taking a while, but we finally got news that it's going to happen early May, I presume. And yeah, we have a big top turret here. This is my top turret, the main turret that I'll be controlling. It's got 8 plasmas and 6 autocannons. On the bottom of the ship we have this small rail cannon turret, which I showed you on a previous video, which anyone can operate, but this is the most glitchy turret by far. It doesn't even spawn correctly for like half the time or more, but my teammate will be operating that. And everything in the ship is very compact because the tournament's weight restriction is a total of 3,000 tons. You can even have 3 ships of 1,000 each, or you can have one big ship at 3,000, doesn't matter, it just has to be the total weight has to be under 3,000 tons. And normally I never build a turret ship, especially a multi-crew ship at that, this low in weight, so it was kind of difficult, but we managed to get a compact ship in time, for a prototype at least. And yeah, you're probably wondering why we've got a big mass of armor on the back of the ship. That's because it's going to be a flyby ship, so we're going to fly straight past the enemy. And then once we fly past the enemy, we will spin the turrets around 180 and we'll shoot behind ourselves. And the reason for this, so you can see the firepower there, but the reason we want to spin around and face behind ourselves once we get into combat is because it lines them up nicely. And right now the turret is glitching out because half the time we spawn it glitches because it is very buggy. But anyway, as I was saying, theoretically we're going to fly past a group of small fighters in the tournament, and then they will all be lined up in one area and they will only have one target, which is the rear of our ship, while we can turn around and fire all of them individually. And that's the whole thinking behind this design, is for taking on multiple small attackers. I don't know if it will be very good against other 3K ships that are of the same size, because it's not really designed for single big targets, but we'll see how it does. So let's get to PTU testing.
You're underneath the ship.
Yeah, I can see it. What in the
It's
world?
moving around like a crab.
Oh my god, this is the weirdest turret I've ever seen. Sorry, a bit wobbly the ride there.
It's alright, it's alright.
Two seconds, I just got disorientated, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, things just got out of control again. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit slower.
Oops.
I don't know if I hit myself, what the hell. Okay, we're flying past them. I'm going to slow down as well. Stay right behind us.
They're above my ship, so I'll probably not get another, because the power, you know?
Okay, they're hitting us.
Yeah.
I lost control already, jeez.
Huh?
Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to stand still because I lost control.
Right. Yeah, I just got hit.
Oh Okay, so we're off to a rough start. We took a rail shot to the thrusters by good praxis, and we spiraled out of control and we couldn't really do anything from there, which was kind of odd because I did test this several times in the designer by removing thrusters and damaging the ship, and it seemed okay even if we heavily damaged the ship. But overall, what we did notice during this entire test is that the ship was not behaving like it did in the design test mode. So first off, when we spawned the ship, the turrets wouldn't spawn correctly. They would spawn open or closed or really buggy and implode on themselves. And then secondly, the thrusters were also acting up a bit. Sometimes even if we took no damage and we were just completely fine, it would just spiral out of control. So we continued and we had a few more engagements, but we were a bit more mindful to protect the thrusters this time, at least until I can fix this issue, hopefully before the tournament. Okay, I'm turning around.
Someone coming behind you.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead for this big ship here. We're gonna shoot it, fly by.
Alright, alright. What's the name of it? Do you know?
Matsuga.
Thanks.
You're almost gone. Okay, someone's chasing. You turn around. I'm gonna go past those people again. Matsugo has the biggest ship anyway. Far point is him.
Oh. In your armour, something quite a lot there.
Yeah, we're right. Okay, they're behind. I have to wait for me so slow. I don't want to wait too much, you see.
On you now. Away from it. Out of ammo anyway, man.
Yeah, I'm almost out. So I played it a bit too safe in our engagement. I kept staying just out of his range, and as a result it was a very long and drawn out fight. I should have really slowed down for him a bit more so we could have a few more close encounters like earlier. But as a result we both ran out of ammo. Because I just drew the fight out a bit too long. I also flew a bit too far away from the arena as well. Once we get into the tournament I'll have to stay closer to the arena because it's against the rules to fly too far. It was a good test, you know, I learned how to use a ship, I learned the weaknesses, I learned what we need to work on, and surprisingly, even though it's very hard for my friend to aim in the railgun turret, he actually did manage to get a couple of hits, which I confirmed. So that pretty much proves that even though it might not be very efficient, if you really want to, you can have a multi-crew turreted ship that can actually hit somebody moving at full speed. Oh, but only if you're strafing. I think if we were standing still or we were having like a dogfight, then obviously it would be very difficult for a laggy side turret to get a hit. But anyway, it was a good encounter, and thanks Farpoint for giving me a tiny bit of his footage there. He streams on Twitch on Starbase. He's been doing a lot of that recently. And I apologize to Freelancer because we had a really good fight, me and Freelancer. I think he was the only one who was flying a smaller ship, which is what my ship was intended for. And he was chasing me. He could keep up, and he was maneuvering from side to side trying to avoid my fire. And I hit him a few times. I think he hit me a couple of times. And it was a really good match, but I forgot to record it, unfortunately. Other than that, it was a good test. There was a lot of bugs, there was a lot of problems. I really need to work on the thrusters. The thrusters are way too delicate. If they take even a small amount of damage, it's over. I can't have the whole ship dependent on losing a thruster. That would be bad. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But overall, this is a bit of an experiment. I'm not expecting to win the next tournament, especially on a multi-crew ship. You know, it's more of an experiment than anything. But if this works, then we can make a much bigger version with more players that can fit on it. And so far, it does work. I just need to iron out the bugs, or avoid the bugs. You know, I'm not a developer, but I can avoid the bugs, you can say. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.